Hi and welcome back. If you haven't been here before, my name is Kim and this is the space where we do science experiments from home. Now, if you're looking at the things on the table, you might be thinking, oh no, this is going to make a giant mess. And if you're thinking that, you're right. Today, we're going to be doing the very popular Coke and Mentos experiment. Now, I will note that we will transition outside for the actual experiment, but first I'm going to give you a little bit of background and tell you about the materials that we need. So for this experiment, you're going to need Coke, or specifically Diet Coke. If you only have regular pop at home, that's okay too. You can use that and it'll still work. As well, we're going to need Mentos. If you're using a full bottle, you're going to need about 13 Mentos. A little bit more or less than that, doesn't really matter. And if you're using a smaller bottle, you only need about 6 or 7. Additionally, we're going to need to build some kind of vesicle to get the Mentos into the bottle, because the faster you do that, the more dramatic the eruption is going to be. If you already have something that looks like it could fit the Mentos at home, so I have these tubes that I use, and so they fit nicely in there. But something that you could do is roll up some paper or even an index card, roll it up like this, and then tape it along the side, and you'll make a little vesicle to transport your Mentos into your pop. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit about how this works. Now, there's a little bit of misconception on the internet. People think that this is a chemical reaction, but in fact, it's actually a physical reaction. We're not actually changing any of the properties of the different elements that are in the experiment. We're just kind of rearranging them and making a reaction that already exists happen a little bit faster. So this is considered to be a physical reaction. You might know that pop actually has dissolved carbon dioxide in it. And you might have experienced that if you ever drank a lot of it and then started burping, because that's that gas trying to escape. So within pop, it's actually created lots of bonds with water. And in order to cause it to actually react, we need to break up the bonds between carbon dioxide and water and allow carbon dioxide to bond with carbon dioxide. It's a very natural occurring process that carbon dioxide escapes. If you've ever poured pop into a glass, you might have seen that some foam was produced, and that is the carbon dioxide just leaving slowly or a little bit at a time. However, the surface tension of water helps kind of keep the gas in. And if you've never heard of surface tension before, it exists between water molecules. So water molecules, I talked about them in a few videos ago, but they're very polar and they like to stick together. And so the net force of water causes it to take up the smallest amount of space possible. So if you've ever seen little water bugs, they're able to crawl along the top of the water without falling in, and that's due to the surface tension of water. So that's at play within this experiment. That's when the Mentos come in. Which, if you've ever looked at a Mentos, they look like they're really smooth. But actually, if you had a microscope and you looked at it, they're actually very bumpy. And what this allows is an uneven surface area to cause the water molecules to break up with the carbon dioxide so that more of a reaction can happen. Now, another important thing to mention is the size of the eruption is going to be dependent on how quickly we get all the Mentos in there. And that's where the vesicle comes in. So we want to get all the Mentos in here as quick as possible so that we can have the biggest eruption possible. So yeah, we'll see you outside. Okay, so as you can see, we have moved outside, very important. And now we're going to put all of our Mentos into the pop. Just a reminder, the quicker that you put them in, the bigger the eruption. So try and do it as fast as you can. Ready? I'm scared. Oh, no! Wow, wasn't that fun? It was so fun. As you saw, a couple of the Mentos, they just yeeted right out of there. I don't know, they didn't want to be a part of the party. So I hope you had fun doing this experiment with me today. Definitely try it at home. You can even try it with a couple different things. Do some more experimenting. See what happens if you use a different kind of pop, if you use more Mentos, less Mentos. And if you do post it anywhere, tag me in it so I can see it, and you'll be the scientist of the week. So thank you so much. Have lots of fun. Bye. Well, not sure what to do.